So the language war has become a flashpoint like never before in Tamil Nadu, and we've been covering it here on Super 6 as well. But the latest front has been targeting the rupee symbol. That's right, the symbol which is used nationally, used internationally, has now been dismissed by the state government. In the budget that will be presented tomorrow, the rupee symbol will be missing. Instead, there will be this symbol. If any of you know Tamil, you know that this is R in Tamil. So you have Ru essentially of the Tamil alphabet, short for, in fact, Rubai, which is rupee in Tamil. So now this symbol will come up everywhere instead of the rupee symbol in the budget that will be presented tomorrow. So why has the Stalin government chosen to do this? What kind of grandstanding is it that you remove the national symbol for the rupee and you put this instead? We have no idea, because all this, while we've been seeing them targeting Hindi, they've been saying they're against imposition. But the rupee symbol isn't even Hindi. I'll come to that in a bit. But let's take a look at how previous budget presentations looked of MK Stalin, of the government, versus how it looks now. So you see there the official rupee symbol, the national international symbol for the rupee, replaced now with the Tamil alphabet. The Stalin government has made it official that their budget will only have the Ru in Tamil and in the Tamil alphabet. So this will be the symbol that they take forward. And they're saying very proudly that this is being done to promote Tamil, to push Tamil. I asked some questions of the DMK on this, and they maintain that the reason they're doing it is only because they want to promote Tamil and not because they're rejecting the national symbol for the rupee. The question is, isn't there any other way to have done it without actually having to dismiss the symbol of the rupee? And this is the first ever state to do so. So Tamil Nadu now has the unfortunate reputation of being the first ever state to reject the rupee symbol. As a country, we're trying to make the rupee symbol as strong, as robust, as recognizable as the dollar. But instead of working together on it, what do we see? We have petty politics on this. So now what's next? You tend to wonder, is there any line, any Lakshman Rekha at all that the DMK will look at when it comes to the language fight? Will Tamil Nadu now start having its own rupee symbol? Will they now replace it? For now in the budget, but now next, will you be seeing more steps where this symbol will be everywhere? Is this just the beginning of ensuring that the rupee symbol is forever wiped out from Tamil Nadu? And why do it? What is the message you're trying to send across? Let's get you all of the political reactions first.
This usage of Ru is to signify the protest of the state of Tamil Nadu against the policies of the union government, whereby they are deceiving us. They are cheating the people of Tamil Nadu by not giving us the funds which devolved to us by the constitution. The people of Tamil Nadu are aware what the BJP is trying to do. Now this is to ensure that what the BJP is trying to do to the state of Tamil Nadu is known across the country, is known by everybody to understand the nefarious designs of the BJP government. That is the main intention behind this changing of Rubai, Ru.
In order to make people understand that to speak in mother tongue, to exhibit that particular budget in Tamil language, the Rubai was used. Now the issue of using Devani script comes into play if during any official communications from Tamil Nadu to the union government, or if the presentation of the budget comes in Ru. Suppose if Tamil Nadu wants to send a budget, communications regarding financial communications to the union government, if it uses Ru, then whatever issues is raised, why it is quite logical. But here it's common sense that Tamil Nadu is using his mother language. That's what the BJP wants, right? Wherever it goes, he wants to promote Tamil, wants to promote mother tongue. So that we are doing it.
By replacing the symbol, what you are going to get? But to hide this government's failure for the last 4 years, particularly the deteriorating law and order problems in Tamil Nadu, the crimes on women and the children, girl children, the absolute failure in the growth of economy of the state, and also the latest liquor scam. All these have made Mr. Stalin having sleepless nights. So he wants to instigate. He wants to keep the politics in a boil. So he has tried all sorts of politics.
It is the DMK's MLA son who has designed this. And what else can be more stupidity to give reasons such like this? And what is the purpose? How this has to be taken forward? If this is a sign of protest, that's what we are saying. Ask MK Stalin to say that he will only borrow money in the last financial year, only if this sign is incorporated in the currency. All the state government salaries will be given only with this sign. Ask him to say that. Let him understand that what are all the powers of the state, what are all the powers of the center, and what narrative can be built. So in the name of retrieving state rights and protecting state rights, DMK is making a mockery of the entire situation. And he is making the entire Tamil Nadu and Tamil people a laughing stock in front of others because of his incompetence.
So if there was some sort of grand messaging or grandstanding that the Stalin government was attempting to do with this move, here's why it just doesn't make sense. Ironically enough, the symbol was created by a former DMK MLA's son, Uday Kumar, a man hailing from Tamil Nadu. We'll speak to him in just a bit. And secondly, it's not even a Hindi symbol to be opposing the symbol. There's a lot of talk, of course, that the DMK is taking on Hindi imposition. They don't want any Hindi symbols, etc. This isn't a Hindi symbol. It's Devanagari combined with a Roman alphabet, which is where this came from. So it's a blend of the two. And yet you have all of this talk that, this is something that is imposed, and so we won't allow it to be used for now in the budget because we want to promote Tamil, which suddenly they seem to have woken up to in the last 2 weeks while this language war has been playing out. Let's also get you now an India Today exclusive with the man who designed this symbol, this logo. So joining us right now is Udaya Dharmalingam, who's the designer of the Rupee symbol, which is used internationally. He hails from Tamil Nadu. So Vanakkam, Udaya, and can you tell us, you're from Tamil Nadu. So were you surprised when you saw this entire controversy over the symbol that you created many years ago?
Yes, definitely it is very surprising for me, and I never expected, and I think a lot of things are happening going on right now, actually.
The Rupee symbol that you created, I think there's a lot of questions right now because of the politics about how you really designed it. Is it Hindi? Is it Hindi script that, you've tweaked to make this particular symbol?
This was actually a competition floated by Government of India in 2009. So I kind of had I was like working, and then working in the sense I was working on my thesis, and so I did a lot of research on the scripts. So based on that, in fact, the competition had a certain guidelines. One of them was that the symbol should reflect our Indian culture and tradition. So I tried to kind of focus on that and based my design on the script itself. So I chose the Devanagari script and also the Latin scripts and try to kind of amalgamate together to create something which is universal. Like it is R for rupees, R for rupiah. So both kind of denote the Indian currency. So that was the fundamental concept in the rupee symbol. And like I said, it was in 2009, and the government announced it in 2010.
You're saying that you combined two different scriptures to create this particular symbol, and my sense from what you're telling us is that the message you wanted to send wasn't really to highlight one language or the other, but rather for it to be a unifier.
Yes, I wanted to create a universal symbol so that people all over the world should be able to understand what the symbol is. So I tried to kind of blend like I said, the Latin script and also the Devanagari script together to create the sign. Yeah, so it's kind of an abbreviated version of rupees and rupiah.
Okay. You're from Tamil Nadu. Sure, you've seen the kind of reactions that are coming in right now, but I want to go back to what happened when, in fact, the symbol was accepted and was confirmed to be the rupee symbol for, this currency across the world. Tell us about the reception you received in Tamil Nadu when your design was chosen, because I've seen images of you with Kalaignar also.
Yes, so I met Dr. Kalaignar there, and then I got his blessings with all my families. So that was probably in 2011, because the competition was announced in 2009 and the results were announced in 2010. So then I think probably in 2011, if I remember correctly, or early 2012, So I kind of visited his residence and took his blessings.
Okay, you're a designer, so I don't want to drag you into politics, but just highlight there the contradiction that when you won that particular, competition, you were hailed, you met with Kalaignar, and today, unfortunately, that symbol you created is being replaced. But away from who's saying what, Uday, what would your message be to anyone who's politicizing this symbol?
Well, see, it was a competition. I participated and I won. So if something happens after that, post the design and also after 15 years, so I do not have much to say because probably, yeah, of course, any design is bound for criticism at any point of time. But yeah, it's all a learning experience. I would like to take this as a understanding and just probably keep this in mind in the future designs.
Okay, very humble of you to say that. Thank you very much, Uday, for joining us here on India Today. Unfortunate, really, that this kind of a symbol, which we've all been so immensely proud of, for the first time has been mired in politics. I want to bring in Pramod Madhav, who broke that story for us first on India Today, confirming that, yes, the rupee symbol is being replaced with the Tamil alphabet instead. Pramod, since you broke that story, there's been a flurry of political reactions. Keeping that in mind, how is the DMK chosen to react? They're clearly going ahead with the budget. But is this the first step towards many more such steps of replacing the rupee symbol with the Tamil alphabet?
It quite looks like that, Akshita. In fact, since February 15th, there have been several issues that have been brought about from the state of Tamil Nadu, be it delimitation, be it NEP, be it three-language policy, and the Chief Minister's continuous letters to the cadres on the DMK mouthpiece. And this one in particular, DMK claims it's just a way of promoting Tamil, but the time factor, unfortunately, has made the rupee symbol, the casualty of war, the language war, unfortunately, in the state. However, DMK only claims that it is just a way of promoting Tamil and the letter Ru, Nedil Ru, and they claim tomorrow and day after tomorrow it's going to be the budget, and DMK says that more concentration will be on the budget and what are they going to be the highlights, and DMK wants to just move on with it, but BJP definitely is not going to accept it. In fact, you saw how Tamilisai Soundararajan attacked the Chief Minister even using his own name, and that way BJP is not ready to let it go that easy, Akshita.
All right, Pramod, we will track all the reactions that come in. The DMK is kind of dismissive of this entire controversy, saying it's no big deal. But Tamil Nadu now has that reputation, as I said earlier, of being the only state in the state budget to not use the rupee symbol right now. Thanks, Pramod, for joining us with those details. In this entire language fight, unfortunately, we've been seeing it reaching new lows. Rupee symbol one, the other. It's turned into a vile, abusive fight with all sorts of terrible comments being made. A senior DMK leader, veteran leader rather, Minister Durai Murugan, has now resorted to abusing North Indians. So it's transcended politics, saying that North Indian culture is filthy, that North Indians have multiple spouses. This is the kind of venom now being spewed in the name of a language fight, where it's no longer political. You're seeing cultures, people of one country, all of us together, one country, targeting each other. This is what the political discourse has become. Predictable, really, because every single time you see it stooping to new lows, every single time it becomes targeting each other's culture, and unfortunately, a North versus South battle. So let's now get in Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai. I spoke to him earlier about this entire controversy of the rupee symbol being replaced in the Tamil Nadu budget, the language fight, Mr. Durai Murugan's comment, and much more. Mr. Annamalai, vanakkam. What do you make of this move? The Stalin government saying that in the budget, they'll no longer use the rupee symbol that we're all familiar with. Instead, R in Tamil will be written.
Madam Vanakkam, I see this once again an act of stupidity by Tamil Nadu government, especially our Chief Minister, DMK Stalinji. Now they have to understand from today afternoon they have started on a propaganda free. If you look at their party-owned channel, they have made a video, 2-minute video, in which the coins will come flying, in which the rupee symbol is replaced by Ru, and they were trying to do a propaganda. Little do they know, the person who invented the rupee symbol, Sri Udaya Kumar, is a Tamilian. His own father happens to be a 1971 DMK MLA. In an all India contest, design contest conducted by Government of India, this symbol was accepted. All of us Bharatiyas have accepted it without fail. Now suddenly DMK wants to show their affinity. All of us are proud Tamilian. Doesn't mean you can't encroach into subjects in which union government is the master. Be it currency printing, telecommunication. Suddenly they want to say, no, we are going to replace this by the Tamil alphabet Ru. Tamil alphabet Ru for Rupee, which is our Tamil word, it carries meaning only when written with a certain words after it. Rupee Randayiram, Rupee 2000, Rupee 5000. Only then you can write Ru, because Ru is not a symbol. The symbol is what we have. The rupee symbol is what we have now. It is an act of stupidity. It is going to go back, is going to blow back heavily in their face. And literally the chief minister even doesn't know his own party's former MLA son designed this rupee symbol. And very, very unfortunate, madam. And the DMK has taken extreme measures to do this.
So, Mr. Annamalai, I spoke to the DMK. They're saying that this is not us agitating against the rupee symbol in any way. This has nothing to do with the language war or any of it. They're saying this is just a step to boost Tamil, to give more prominence to Tamil, because the BJP said we've done nothing for it.
Madam, we have to understand, from afternoon 12 o'clock, a series of orchestrated attacks they have started. The official propaganda channel carries a well-made 2-minute video in which the rupee symbol is replaced in coins by Tamil Ru. They have done it. Next, the DIPR, which is Tamil Nadu state government's news media arm. It has sent press notes to all the television channels to say 2024, this was the logo. 2025, we have changed it. Just a part of the language war. They have done everything. Suddenly now, in the last 30 minutes, they are going on the back foot. Because after the national media channels, led by all of you have picked it up in a big way. And little did they know it is invented by a Tamilian, designed by a Tamilian. Little did they know there is a DMK connection also. In the last 30 minutes, they have started going on the back foot to say, no, you are making mountain out of a molehill. And we never did it. I am very happy that DMK is on the back foot, madam. I am also in a way happy that DMK is continuing to fail in this language war. And what started 15-20 days back was very different. Now DMK is trying to add fuel to fire every single day, which people of Tamil Nadu, they have rejected it outright. In fact, the signature campaign, which we have started 7 days back, it has already crossed 14 lakh. Our target is 1 crore. We will not rest before May end to reach that 1 crore signature from our Tamil brothers and sisters.
No, so the DMK says here, Mr. Annamalai, that what we've done is not unconstitutional in any way. This is, yes, the official symbol for the rupee, but we've taken the step, as I said, to promote Tamil, but they're saying it's not unconstitutional. So what's wrong with it? It's a step we're taking, which is known in Tamil Nadu. In buses, etc., you may see tickets have the Ru symbol already. So they're saying it's just taking that forward.
Madam, the question of unconstitutional, constitutional, that is not the question here. It is a common symbol that is accepted by all of us. The currency printing the permission is only with the central government. It is there in the union list. 2024, you had the rupee symbol. 2025, tomorrow the state budget is being presented. What is the need to change it today? And what is the need to advertise it today? And what is the need to put a video in their official propaganda channel today? That clearly conveys they want to take language war to a different context. Now they have to understand that is why we have certain commonness. Tomorrow in all the Tamil brothers and sisters who are serving in the Indian army, will they have a separate uniform? I mean, they'll have a separate uniform written with Tamil letters on their uniforms on the border? On all the airplanes that is entering into Tamil Nadu airspace, will they paint something else in the fuselage in the body? It is that stupid argument DMK is trying to make now. That is why we have a common symbol. A common symbol is there because all of us have to accept it. If everybody starts using their own rupa and own thing, how will the government of India transact their business? How will you and me transact our business? How will somebody entering Tamil Nadu will know what is this? Now they have to understand that is why we have a certain commonness. And I'm still flabbergasted that DMK fellows are trying to defend the indefensible. That's what worries me. They can say a simple sorry and move on. But they want to defend the indefensible. That is giving me a lot of worry, ma'am.
Think this has gone a bit too far? You know, as you pointed out, Mr. Annamalai, for the last many weeks, we've been seeing this making headlines. From, you know, this rupee symbol being changed in the Tamil Nadu budget to comments being made saying North Indians are filthy, they're uncivilized and all of that. Do you think this has gone too far?
Madam, I hang my head in shame. One as a Tamilian, one as a Bharatian, because the language that is being spoken now, especially by the DMK ministers, calling names of our North Indian friends and brothers and sisters, it gives an impression to people outside Tamil Nadu that we are somebody different and we are uncivilized, we are uncouth. That is the impression DMK is trying to give. And that puts all of us in a very bad light, because the common people who live a harmonious life, we don't reflect the DMK's viewpoint. None of us voted for DMK. None of them voted for DMK simply because, oh, DMK wants this, DMK wants that. People voted for a party to give good governance, not to rake up these unnecessary issues and make our heads to hang in shame, ma'am. I'm sure in 2026, this will blow back in their face in a big way.
But, you know, the issue of Hindi imposition or this language has always dominated headlines, politics in Tamil Nadu since the 60s. Why do you think today it's not cutting any ice with the people of Tamil Nadu, as you've said? Because the reason perhaps the DMK is going hammer and tongs on this issue is because they believe that it is something that's a sensitive issue in Tamil Nadu that people feel strongly about.
My father, my grandfather were against Hindi imposition 1965. My own family was against Hindi imposition 1965 because genuinely there was Hindi imposition. Genuinely it was. That was a different context. Now there is no imposition. That DMK has to understand. Now people want to learn a language freely. In the national education policy, people have to pick up a third language, an Indian language to learn. I am learning Hindi or Kannada or Telugu because I want it for my daily existence. That is how language is shaping up. Now, DMK is still living in 1965 software. That is why it is not cutting any ice, madam. Now, people voluntarily learning Hindi because it is not imposed. Because if they believe it is useful to them, it is important to them for their daily functioning. People voluntarily learn Malayalam or Kannada. So, any language that is imposed, if I'm trying to impose Tamil in Uttar Pradesh, of course, Uttar Pradesh will revolt against Tamil. So, nobody is imposing anything. Why DMK is failing to understand, I don't know, madam. It is beyond me, I believe. Because they're simply saying, oh, third language means Hindi imposition. Common man, they're coming out, they're signing, they're participating in our signature campaign because they say, oh, Modi ji from 2019 is not imposing anything. Only when there is an imposition, there will be a genuine grievance. Where is the imposition now, madam? That is what DMK is failing to understand.
My final question to you, Mr. Annamalai, is on what Nirmala Sitharaman mentioned in Parliament, saying that the DMK and Dravidian parties worship someone who referred to Tamil as a barbaric language. Do you think so? Because the DMK says the context has been completely misunderstood.
No, madam. The context is very clear. Mr. Periyar, the context is very, very clear. Not only that, he called Tirukural. I'm going one step further. He equated Tirukural to something which I shall not say in a national reputed channel like you. I cannot even use that word. He spoke about Tiruvalluvar as a Kaikuli of Aryan, who is there because he wanted to invent the Aryan theory to Tamil Nadu. He called Tiruvalluvar like that. Now the present DMK government, they want to respect Tiruvalluvar. Tirukural, he equated to filth. Again, I'm not saying I'm in a national language. I should not speak this language, madam. National channel, I should not speak it. To that level, Periyar ji has gone. Now, what Nirmala madam has spoken in the parliament, she only touched the tip of the iceberg with what Mr. Periyar has spoken. Mr. Periyar wanted Britishers to stay back in the country. He never wanted independence. If I start talking about Periyar madam, it is another one full day we can keep talking. Now they want a different Periyar. I'm not into it, madam. For them, Periyar is their ideologue. Let them keep it. I'm not speaking ill of Periyar because I don't believe in many of the teachings of Periyar. I'm moving ahead. That's it. Now, suddenly, what Nirmala madam has spoken is a fact. He called Tamil a barbaric language because Tamil has got lot of text which has got a spiritual character. That is why he called it. And suddenly they want to twist the whole argument to say, no, in what context? Context is very clear. In what context he equated Tirukural to filth? In what context he called Tiruvalluvar as a Kaikuli of Aryan forces? We can skip endlessly how they have insulted Tamil and suddenly they claim themselves as the custodian of Tamil language and Tamil pride.
Okay, we'll leave it at that, Mr. Annamalai. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for joining us with your view on this entire showdown that we're witnessing over the language fight in Tamil Nadu. So when the budget is tabled tomorrow in the Assembly, we'll see what really happens, considering that the principal opposition, the AIADMK, has also made it very clear that they are against this particular move.